I should fix my mic. I think that's what I gotta do.
I swear that there's a list of places that I've been with you. I wanna go without you, just so I can know what it's like to be there without having to argue. Swear I didn't have the discipline to leave your ass at home. You make it hard to. This life would take a lot of listening to one another. Shouldn't have involved you. I know not to. Leave you at home if I wanna have a good night. Leave you at home if I wanna have a good time. Peace of mind. Leave you at home, being honest with you sometimes. I might leave you at home, blue bubbles blowing my line. Hard times, stressed out, bad vibes. Treat you like, treated you like you're one of mine. Treated you, 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 treated you right.
So the other day I got a call from the cops.
There's no ribbon given to anyone that you dealt with. No badge of honor, no ceremony of benefits. I gotta start us up a support group with a membership. Your girls in the back.
Woo! Porsche came out with a 9,000 RPM. Yeah, I'm gonna click on this real quick. This looks crazy. Porsche, oh my god! Hold on, I'm gonna play that back. The beginning noise.
Do we need to?
Oh my god, Porsche! Oh my god, Porsche! They're doing this. They are doing this, man. Porsche. Oh my god. But it's like just the beginning. I was like, oh, I'm there, dog. I'm there, man. I gotta fix my audio because my mic's kind of like echoing in the background as well too, which isn't good. I gotta figure out why that's doing that. Got my Yeti mic real quick. Microphone. There you go. Input blue voice harmonic. Signal cleanup. Yeah, let's do that. Let's reduction. A little bit more. Let's do like 18. I'm gonna double the noise reduction. That might sound better, I think, in terms of like audio quality. I'm just gonna talk for the next couple of minutes and see if that maybe made it better. De-esser. I don't know what that does. Set it to the standard settings. Okay, I'm gonna have this at 18. 20. Let's see. I hope this sounds better. Because, oh my god, there's so much echo. There was a lot of echo last time, and that wasn't a good thing. It's still there. I can still hear the echo. Let's see. I hope this sounds better. Because, oh my god, there's so much echo. There was a lot of echo. Yeah, the gain's pretty high, it kind of seems like. Put gain last time, and that wasn't a good thing. It's still there. I can still hear the echo. Yeah, it's just 65 for the gain. Because I don't think my voice is that. Let's see. I hope this sounds better. For the gain. Because I don't think my voice is that. Oh, that's perfect. There we go. That's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. There we go. That's perfect. Yeah, that's amazing. This is how I want it to sound. You know what I mean? Instead of having that super hot. Oh my god. Unreal Engine. Oh my god. I'm gonna click you and save you for later. For that Porsche. Oh, Porsche. Another one. That one too. DJI drone. I'm watching that too. Man, YouTube. First time, man. It's hitting right now. And everything here I want to see. I watch every video here. And besides street drifting, I want to see this too. But it's probably one of the basic. It's probably a basic video. I'm guessing not for drifting. Probably most likely is. Guess that was a funny video. I watched that, but I'm not gonna fake watch it and predict it. Oh my god, YouTube going crazy right now. Not wasting your life in 2024. Exactly. Start on this. Long Island GT40. Oh my god, another car video. Oh, watching that too. Let's see. Oh, let's see. The guy who put Lucifer.
If you've been on TikTok or Twitter for the past week or two, there's no way you haven't ran into one of the Beyblade videos by now.
Step back and watch it twirl. Let's play a little game I made. All you gotta do is pick a candy bar, one gotta play. If you eat the wrong one, I swear to God, but that's on you. All I know is if you spit that shit out, boy, I bet I'll shoot.
They got sent into space to blow up a meteor. For what reason, you might ask? Who the fuck knows? And each one of them gets funnier and funnier from the
Ooh, Dash Jam lessons. Yeah, I'm just into car videos right now at this point. I just want to watch some car videos. It must have paid a lot of money for that.
What you are in this world.
I'm gonna start watching them now. All right. Oh my god, Unreal Engine. Where did that one Porsche video go though? Let me do this. I had a Porsche video I was gonna watch.
Set boundaries.
Right here, here we go. Alright, let's watch this one first though. Unreal Engine. Good God. Can I stream in 1440p on YouTube? That's the big question. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try streaming at 1440p on YouTube. Actually, no. That's too much of a risk. I ruin my. Let's do this at 10,000 again. It'll look better. CPU ultra fast. And I don't know what that is. Higher is less CPU. I got a pretty powerful CPU though. Too much to speak. Alright, let's get it. Let's watch this real quick. Two viewers. Let's go. Hope you guys are having an amazing. Oh, I'll play the video. I'll play the video, guys. I apologize. Alright, let's get it. Oh my god, that looks. The detail on this is insane. The shadows are on point as well. I won't play that again. That was way too good. Oh my god. I kind of want to see it again. Is there more of them? Like more of these? But that Porsche, oh my, that was insane. Oh my god. Like this part here was. I kind of like, yeah, expected. This is such high quality. This is expected. The crew level quality of gameplay, like that takes me back to the crew, just kind of like what I expected it to be. Oof, that looks, that is the dream track. That is like, I want to upgrade from this Accord, this Honda Accord to a fucking a Porsche. Kind of sounds nice, but I'm gonna get like a big SUV type car. Like that's what I want. That's what I'm gonna buy probably. Like no, I'm gonna buy a truck like one of the new Silverado. Actually, that's going away. I have no idea. Like whatever truck comes out that can do off road, like that can is a performance car like for the streets. I'm getting that. Like they had the Ford F-150 Super something or some shit like that, and Dodge had their TRX and whatever other like the variants that come out in the next couple of years. That's like a truck version, like Porsche might. Wait, I could see a truck, like a Porsche truck, or not truck, but like a Porsche SUV. They have the Macan, and they have like the hatchback Cayenne, which is kind of Cayman, whatever. But if they get like a bigger variant of the Macan, oh my god. Oh, Porsche. We love Porsche, man. Porsche recommends a seatbelt. You should observe traffic laws at the same time. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, now let's get to the actual like video though. How to get to the
Delivery to remote locations has always been difficult, inefficient, and perilous. Today, we bring you a brand new possibility. Introducing DJI Flycart 30, an aerial delivery drone. Flycart 30 is designed for efficient cargo transportation, carrying a max payload of 30 kilograms with dual batteries, a delivery range of 16 kilometers, and a max speed of 20 meters per second.
So, this is all metric stuff. Let me convert. So, convert these real quick. Okay, like that. 16.
Delivery transportation, carrying a max payload of 30 kilograms with dual battery.
So 30 kilograms. So 30 times 2.2 is 60 point. Like 66 pounds around there. Single battery 140. 4 times 2.2 is 2.. So there are 88 pounds. Almost 100 pounds.
Delivery range of 16 kilometers.
Yeah, this is 16 kilometers to miles. So 10 miles. That's crazy. If you estimated like 9.94 mile, like around 9 miles for range. Wow.
And a max speed of 20 meters per second. Delivery is now simple and efficient, no longer restricted by physical geography.
45 miles an hour, 44 miles an hour for max speed. Holy shit. That's fast. Like full load. It's gotta be going like at least 100 without a load too.
Flycart withstands extreme situations and handles difficult operations, allowing you to confidently deliver to harsh environments. It supports 2 payload configurations, cargo mode and winch mode, to meet varying delivery needs. Its spacious cargo case weighs the payload during the loading process to prevent overloading and ensure flight safety. Switch to the winch system if the drone's intended delivery destination does not have a safe landing site. Once the drone arrives at the destination, select the drop point with AR projection. A single tap automatically lowers the payload. When the payload touches down, the winch system releases and retracts for accurate, non-contact delivery. The winch system intelligently senses the payload and adjusts. Flycart 30 is more than capable.
Wow, solar panel.
The 20-kilometer DJI-03 transmission, coupled with 4G enhanced transmission and an FPV gimbal camera, ensure clear and stable live feeds under various operational scenarios. Flycart 30 also supports dual operator mode for one drone. Pilots in 2 different locations can transfer control of the drone with a single tap, extending the operating range even further. The aircraft is equipped with front and rear active phased array radars and a dual binocular vision system designed to accurately sense terrain with multi-directional obstacle sensing in various weather conditions, day or night. Its dual battery system features multi-level redundancy, hot swapping, and quick dual battery charging in parallel to enable continuous operations. In extreme scenarios, the integrated parachute will automatically deploy, reducing the risk of personnel injury and property damage. The DJI Pilot 2 app introduces brand new functions for delivery control. The app lets users configure alternative landing sites and record flight routes, enabling automatic repeat flights for improved safety and efficiency. The newly launched cloud platform DJI Delivery Hub offers a 2.5D base map and facilitates efficient operation planning, full operation status monitoring, and centralized team resource management. Flycart 30 provides a comprehensive airborne delivery solution that is straightforward, efficient, and safe. Fly over mountains, valleys, and rivers, and ascend into a new era of aerial delivery.
Pretty cool. There's a company called Zipline as well too, and they do it for commercial use. They're called Zipline. There was a video on it by Mark Rober. And of course, there's got to be drones that already do that too as well, because DJI.
Seven. There's a point.
We get that shaky camera, already know it's gonna be fire. First 5 seconds of the video, already know it's gonna be fire.
There's a point, 7,000 RPM, where everything fades.
Ready? The name on the middle of that steering wheel should tell you that I was born ready, Shelby.
It's a flashback from Ford versus Ferrari. Hell yeah, that was a fire ass movie too.
Just push the car hard the whole way, right?
That's right. You have to be kind to the car. You feel the poor thing groaning underneath you. If you're going to push a piece of machinery to the limit and expect it to hold together, you have to have some sense of where that limit is.
That's all we get, man. Where the flames at? That's all right. All right, this is a lot of dialogue. Go back.
In this world. So you are what you are in this world. That's either one or two things. Either you're somebody, or you're nobody.
Am I allowed to react to this video? Is the music in there? I'm not risking my channel again, bro. SpongeBob. SpongeBob. SpongeBob.
そう信じたい胸を焦がすよ見えないあなた存在理由
Hey guys, thanks for watching and thank you so much for your patience while I worked on Please check out Romy, the great man who made the opening songs as usual. If you want to support the anime, check out my Patreon, or just leave a like and a comment on what you're excited for in the Fry Cook game.
That's pretty cool. All right. One more video. Like, okay.
Do we need to set boundaries? No, we don't.
Show us. Show us.
I'm searching for words, I don't know, because we dreamed of it, we just saw it virtually on big screens with our design colleagues. It's definitely special.
Where I saw the car the first time, it's like, it's a masterpiece. It's very loud.
We recorded the car with 7 microphones, inside as well as in the engine compartment.
When you see the car for the first time and when you can feel the dimension of the wing, or when you hear the first fire up, you cannot really describe it.
The material we used on the Chladni plate was actual dust from the racetrack. We went back to the studio and we sent these signals to the Chladni plate. The amazing thing about the Chladni plate is that it transforms sound waves into actual waves, and it will transform the material that you put on it into patterns.
Emotions. It's a feeling you cannot really describe.
Speed, revving.
Pure 911 racing car.
Man, Porsche does it different. Porsche just does it different. Porsche does it different. Porsche does it different. Porsche does it different. Bugatti has a trailer for their Bugatti. That's a flex right there, man. A car on the fucking ocean. and that ain't even legal. But oh man, that's a wallpaper right there. Like that's a wallpaper right there. Just that shot is a wallpaper in itself. I'll be honest, like this should be a live wallpaper right there. Including the background noise, including including everything. That 30 seconds should be a wallpaper right there. The noise, everything. Cloning thing has a video too? Lamborghini has some. Oh, he has one for the Chiron.
Our racing heritage has always inspired us to push past the limits. In every turn, in every detail, in every lap, in every adjustment, and in every tenth of a second. Putting a perfectly balanced race car on the road has always been one of our biggest dreams. Until now. This is the UPT XGT.
That's a story right there. It's a story in itself. Oh, wait, you gotta run that back. Shadow Wizard, money game.
Shadow Wizard money game. We love casting spells. This song is sponsored by the Shadow Government. Legalize nuclear bombs. Warning, nuking is now legal worldwide.
I walk into Valencia, make them wipe me down. Oil filter on the clock, you won't hear it. I walk into Valencia, make them wipe me down. Oil filter on the
That was a cool vid, but damn, that many people had to. That goes to show how much editing goes into those. Is there a new version of the? Did the part 3 come out for Goku versus Saitama? Because I think a long time ago I reacted to that. Like last year, I think. Is this?
ドラゴンボールを7つ揃えし者よ。願いを言うがいい。願いは叶えてやった。それならたやすい御用だ。
ものすごく強い奴らと戦うっちゅうのに、なんだかワクワクしてきやがった。
Can I watch this video? That's it. Yeah, I can watch this video.
オラたちも修行して待ってんかな。おめえはオラには勝てねえ。戦わなくてもわかる。おめえらも随分強えけど、オラたちの勝ちだ。
たやすいことだ。叶えられん願いはない。
どちら様で？
内派一族の血を引いた最後の男だ。闇の中にしかない。
お前、思いっきり攻めた格好してるけど、本当にニヤニヤローンの社長なのか？
兄貴は自分を殺させるための復讐者という存在として俺を選んだんだ。
ぶっちゃけお前サイボーグだから。俺は今25だけど若いな。お前ならすぐに俺を超えるだろう。
こいつはもっとチビの頃からみんなと同じように戦っていたじゃねえか。まあ仕方ねえか。あとはオラに任してくれ。
なかなかの崩壊っぷりだな。俺を追い出したムカつく大家のアパートは無事か。
修行にいい場所を知ってんだ。たった1日で1年分の修行ができる部屋が神様んちの神殿にあんだ。
変わってんなお前。
おめえはオラには勝てねえ。戦わなくてもわかる。
お前思いっきり攻めた格好してるけど、本当にニヤニヤローンの社長なのか？
オラには鼻くそをほじる力。こいつはったりじゃねえ。おめえは綺麗だが。全力で行くぞ。尻尾だ。こいつにも尻尾がある。あいつ精神と時の部屋から出たみてえだぞ。なんだと。早速やってみる。ちょっと静かにしてくれ。こりゃ本気でいかねえとやべえぞ。
晩飯何にしようかな。
瞬間移動ってやつだ。
よく行くスーパーが潰れてら。
おめえはよ、自分の強さに自信がありすぎるんだ。そのせいで好きだらけなんだよ。行くぞ！
この緊張感は。マジで来やがった。俺がなりたかったヒーローと違う気が。
ダメだ、チビたちのフュージョンした気が感じられね
え。マジンステージ。
もっと強いやつまでいるのか。
なんとと
不思議だ。ものすごく強いやつと戦ってるっつうのに、なんだかワクワクしてきやがった。超えちまったな。あの時からずっとスーパーサイヤ人の壁を越えていたんだ。
雑巾首。 おう、そっか。ああ、埼玉だけど。
個々のヒーローの特徴を捉えた。
お、なんだジェノスか。だよな。ヒーロー試験にしちゃ簡単すぎるよな。
ほら、そうだった。
顔は潰されてるし、ニックネームのようなものでしょ。俺の口に剣を突っ込んでまで連れてきたのは、そんな無体なことを聞かせるためか？
参ったな。もっと強い奴までいるのか。悪いけど、みんな先に蹴っていてくれ。
おっさんもヒーローなんだな。数値とかデータで提出できると思うんだけど、新人潰しに永久1位が出向いてくるとかよ。
Oh, did I lose audio? Yeah, I definitely lost audio. What happened there?
ええやつまでいるのか。
They're just so fast you can't see anything. There you go. It's back, I think. In a second here. Mario.
なんてスピードだ。まったく何も見えなかった。海洋圏を20倍にまでなんとか引き上げるしかねえか。
すごい。何なんだお前ら。魔人ステージ必殺マジシリーズ魔人紅葉ガ変わってんなお前。俺がなりたかったヒーローと違う気が。
知らねえよ。残念だったな。俺に同じ手は二度効かねえんだ。
隣行くか。マジで来やがった。こんなに手応えのありそうな怪人は久しぶりだ。
確かにおめえのレベルはさらに上がったかもしんねえけどな。でもオラだってもっと強くなったって思わねえか。
俺が守る。俺は今25だけど、 俺は強くなりすぎた。若いな。お前ならすぐに俺を超えるだろう。この少子化時代にガキを殺すなんて見過ごせん。おう、この緊張感は。よし、いける。賞金首許せん。
Hi everyone! As you probably know, I have always worked alone since I started animation. Today, I would like to develop more.
Yeah, watch this fight. This is the part that I didn't watch.
隣へ行くか。
二人とも今すぐカメハウスに帰ってくれ。あいつの強さを思ってた以上みてえなんだ。
新人潰しかもしれないぞ。37っておっさんじゃないのか。知らなかった。納得してくれた。
確かにおめえのレベルはさらに上がったかもしんねえけどな。ジータはオラと戦う約束をしたんだ。邪魔すんなよ。とことんやりてえってことか。
なんか俺がなりたかったヒーローと違う気が。
悩みっていうか。マジっすか。
のすごく強いやつと戦ってるっつうのに、なんだかワクワクしてきやがった。
知らなかった。37っておっさんじゃないのか。新人潰しかもしれないぞ。俺がなりたかったヒーローと違う気が。お前には肉体があっても18歳までの記憶がない。俺には記憶はあっても肉体がない。教えてやりたい。俺にとって今のただ番理が今のでも結構遠慮したつもりだったんだけど、あの時はまだはっきり答える自信がなかった。お前には肉体があっても18歳までの記憶がない。俺には記憶はあっても肉体がない。教えてやりたい。俺にとってこの出来事をきっかけにリンダへの気持ちは抑えようもなく強くなっていった。まだ俺はリンダとナナ先輩には話していない。でもどうしてずっと黙ってるんだ。高校の同級生だったことも入院してる時にあったことも。
お客さんだぞ。
全力で行くぞ。おめえはよ、自分の強さに自信がありすぎるんだ。そのせいで好きだらけなんだよ。
半年以内ってことは明日かもしれないし今日かもしれないな。俺は趣味でヒーローをやってるものだが、一身上の都合によりお前らをぶっ潰すわ。
おめえならあいつらのこと詳しいだろ。なんかいい方法はねえのか。たった1日で1年分の修行ができる部屋が神様んちの神殿にあんだ。とことんやりてえってことか。
とりあえず行こうぜ。
貴様の正体は何だ。
おお、あっさりと。
だからお前の体重も10倍になる。ここは小さな星だがすごい重力でな。お前の星より10倍ぐらいあるかな。
おめえみてえに非常に徹するなんてどうやったってできねえ。ほらにゃ鼻くそをほじる力も。
あの時はまだはっきり答える自信がなかった。リンダへの気持ちは抑えようもなく強くなっていった。
こんなに手応えのありそうな怪人は久しぶりだ。
待て、その技だ。犯してはならぬ過ちもあるのだぞ。明日を約束された者などおらん。風を追え、心の内に宿る者だ。自分が何者であるか。
マジンステージン。
尻尾だ。こいつにも尻尾がある。参ったな。もっと強えやつまでいるのか。うまく精神集中できるだろうか。ほらそうだった。
毒を起こしてくるからの。
奴の尻尾を強く握れば
いい運動になるぞ。よし、わしについてくるんじゃぞ。ご心配ご無用じゃ。ちゃんと二人に運ばせますから。この箱を一つずつ持つんじゃ。牛乳入ったとするぞ。
お前が冷たいの。遊びに来いと言わにゃ今度だかいわ。
悪には違いないが、昔のようなずる賢い粗暴さは失せているように感じる。
が超新水こそは本物の神の力が宿る水。
良いな。敵は想像以上に強力な悪人たちだ。一瞬の油断も許されんぞ。では早速始めるかな。
以前は宇宙も18あったんですよ。ほんのわずかでも前王様のご機嫌を損ねれば。
ご心配ご無用じゃ。ちゃんと二人に運ばせますから。
賞金首。よし、いける。
これで最後だ。 よくわかんねえ。たった1日で1年分の修行ができる部屋が、パワーもスピードも回復力もすげえぜ。確かにおめえのレベルはさらに上がったかもしんねえけどな。その方法しかねえみてえだな。もっと強えやつまでいるのか。見えてきてるらしいな。ほら、おめえみてえに非常に徹するなんてどうやったってできねえ。でもオラだってもっと強くなったって思わねえか。確かにおめえのレベルはさらに上がったかもしんねえけどな。今度ばっかりはワクワクしねえよ。恐ろしくてよ、ガタガタしてら。おめえみてえに非常に徹するなんて。パワーもスピードも回復力もすげえぜ。こうはさせねえけど、二人が組むってとこまではいい考えだ。確かにおめえのレベルはさらに上がったかもしんねえけどな。不思議だ。ものすごく強えやつと戦ってるっつうのに、なんだかワクワクしてきやがった。たった1日で1年分の修行ができる部屋が。そう言うな。修行にいい場所を知ってんだ。よくわかんね
え。やべえ、何言ってるかわかんなくなってきた。剣を20倍にまでなんとか引き上げるしかねえか。体が持たねえかもしれねえが。だがあいつが言うように今のあいつの力が本当に 50% のものだったら、なんてスピードだ。まったく何も見えなかった。完全にどうしようもねえ。
おい、悟空、しっかりしろ。僕はいくつくらいなんでしょうか。
そう言うな。おめえらも随分強えけど、オラたちの勝ちだ。と修行積んでこいよ。
もしかしたらフリーザがいるかもしれないけど、シェンロンを呼び出す合言葉を最長老様に聞かないとどうしようもないからな。
確かにおめえのレベルはさらに上がったかもしんねえけどな。でもオラだってもっと強くなったって思わねえか？
お前食べろよ。遠慮なんかするなって。
新人潰しじゃなかったのか？数値とかデータで提出できると思うんだけど。
俺最長老様のところに行ってくる。なるべく気配を殺しながらな。すぐ近くなんだろ。
あ、ここも開かないな。
そのせいで好きだらけなんだよ。
俺そのナナ先輩のバイトやるわ。どんな仕事でも茶道部の紹介よりはマシなはずだ。うざいだろゴークの束縛癖。もしかして俺余計なことしましたか？事故のことリンダ先輩に連絡して心配させちゃって。
考えてもみろよ。こいつはもっとチビの頃からみんなと同じように戦っていたじゃねえか。
野菜かなんか作ってあったじゃないか。
ハンマーヘッドならあっちに行ったけど全裸で。俺は桃源団の仲間じゃねえよ。
確かにおめえのレベルはさらに上がったかもしんねえけどな。ものすごく強い奴らと戦うっちゅうのになんだかワクワクしてきやがった。オラたちも修行して待ってんかんな。おめえはオラには勝てねえ。戦わなくてもわかる。おめえらも随分強えけど。
俺は桃源団の仲間じゃねえよ。
見事だ孫悟空。
ものすごく強い奴らと戦うっちゅうのに。
良いな。敵は想像以上に強力な悪人たちだ。一瞬の油断も許されんぞ。軽いだけではないぞ。素晴らしく丈夫な布で作ってある。少しぐらいの攻撃など跳ね返す。知れぬ強さを持ったやつじゃ。しかも心は水晶よりも透き通っておる。あんな奴が下界におったとはのう。何度もくどく言うようじゃがな。
おめえはよ、自分の強さに自信がありすぎるんだ。ほら、おめえみてえに非常に徹するなんてどうやったってできねえ。まあ仕方ねえか。ん？ベジータ。ベジータ、最後グーから人差し指を伸ばすんだぞ。
一つだけでも手に入れておくのが先決だ。
Oh my god. Yeah. Random video.
He's on me. Oh, I gotta get a gun. Oh, I gotta get a gun. See? There. What do you want this side? Here he comes.
What's your map? Get hunting. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
21. I told you.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is Boys Love here, and I'm back with another Warzone video. I really do hope you guys enjoyed the last video. The class setup will be at the end of this video. I really do hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys do like and subscribe, and obviously share, as it really helps push my channel out to newer viewers. So I really do hope you guys enjoy. I will see you guys later. I'm out of here.
Floyd, well done.
Bro, these niggas ain't damn, where is he? He jerked me. What the fuck?
You got reinforcements. Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Paid actors. See some dropping in.
What's the move, Joe?
Not die. Try not to at least. Mark remaining operators.
He's real low. He's down for what? Hold on. Oh shit. That's what we're doing.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Kill confirmed, and we located the rest of them. Marked remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Kill confirmed, and we located the rest of them. Enemy destroyed.
Out.
Oh yeah. Oh, shit, right on. And they guard the loadout. He's right at the loadout.
Oh, this big fuck, gotta drop to the side and run it. Yeah, I got him.
You're losing ground. Move it. Enemy destroyed. Squad mates outside the safe zone.
On me again, mate.
Behind us.
You lock one? Let me know. We located the rest of them. Mark remaining operators. Enemies are dropping in the area.
That's like you would play the shotgun.
Oh, look.
These are different gameplays too. That's what's up, man. Hell yeah. Post your vids though. Post them videos. Like watching COD makes me want to play COD. I think I can do that shit.
You can say whatever you want on the internet, and even if it isn't true, some people will believe it. That's why, as a 6'6", 250-pound man capable of bench pressing twice my body weight, I feel the need to call out nonsense when I see it. The latest example? Tesla showcased their Cybertruck towing a Porsche 911 while beating a Porsche 911 in a drag race. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, wow, this is a genuinely clever and well-executed marketing stunt. It showcases the potent acceleration of EVs that the world of combustion engines struggles to match. But then I heard rumors it didn't actually complete a quarter mile in the drag race. Instead, it only completed the 8th mile. This was easily verifiable watching watching the video, because you can see in the split view that when the Cybertruck crosses the finish line, it's only halfway to the timing boards, which mark the end of the quarter mile. Now, when it comes to drag racing, the quarter mile is the most important metric.
Background noise.
It's why Tesla provides the quarter mile time at the end of the drag race video for the Cybertruck. And yeah, it's misleading to show this immediately after watching an 8th mile race, without informing the viewers. But it's not like Tesla is saying it can tow a Porsche 911 across the quarter mile faster than the Porsche 911 can go by itself.
It can tow a Porsche 911 across the quarter mile faster than the Porsche 911 can go by itself.
Say what?
Faster than a 911 while towing a 911.
Okay, so two statements that definitely seem like blatant lies back to back. We'll ignore the pedantic definition of the word faster. The Cybertruck has a top speed of 130 miles per hour. The Porsche 911's top speed is 181 miles per hour. There is no world where stock to stock, the Cybertruck is faster, as in higher top speed. Yet they even show on the screen faster than a 911, which again is objectively not true. Now, did I just say I wouldn't get pedantic and then suddenly get very pedantic? Yes, I did. Do you see how annoying that is? But what about the quarter mile statement? Now, perhaps an obvious rhetorical question, but if the Cybertruck actually was quicker in the quarter mile while towing, why would they end the race at the 8th mile in the video? Now, that's of course the easy way out, and this is Engineering Explained, where we use math to find definitive answers to questions that nobody really cares about. So, let's determine which vehicle would actually be quicker in the quarter mile. Now, before we do the math, we need to be absolutely certain that the cars are running an 8th mile and not the quarter mile. So, very quickly, you can see there are bleachers when the vehicles cross the finish line. Then we get an overhead view, and you can see that that finish line is across from where the bleachers end, which marks the halfway point of the track. You can see the timing boards are all the way in the back, where the quarter mile ends, and there are no bleachers at this point. Clearly, the finish line was at the 8th mile. But if that's not good enough, you can go on Google Maps for Sacramento Raceway Park and measure the distance from the starting line to the line across from the bleachers, which turns out to be 660 feet or an 8th mile. And if you measure to the timing boards, you get 1,320 feet or a quarter mile. So we have positively confirmed the video shows them finishing the race at the 8th mile line. Okay, so ultimately what we're trying to figure out is a Cybertruck towing a Porsche 911 quicker in the quarter mile than a Porsche 911 doing it all by itself? So we have a lot of unknowns here, as you can see. So let's establish what we do know. Well, we do know that a Tesla Cybertruck by itself can complete the quarter mile in 11 seconds dead at 119 miles per hour, as verified by Jason Camisa, who took one on the drag strip. Okay, so how quick is the 911 by itself? All right, so Car and Driver tested the current generation base Porsche 911, which did the quarter mile in 11.5 seconds at 120 miles per hour. So you can see that's not a very big gap, and it seems highly unlikely that a Tesla towing another vehicle would do better than 11.5. However, we don't know exactly which Porsche 911 Tesla was testing against. We do know that there is a slower Porsche 911 out there, the 911T, and the reason why it's slower is because it has a manual transmission offered. So both Car and Driver and Motor Trend have both tested the 2023 Porsche 911 Carrera T, and that vehicle has a quarter mile time of 12.2 seconds at 116 miles per hour. Again, slower because it's using a manual transmission rather than Porsche's very quick dual clutch transmission. Now, hopefully this goes without saying, but I think it's important that we use third-party test results to understand what is the slowest possible quarter mile time for a current generation Porsche 911. which, according to Motor Trend and Car and Driver, is 12.2 seconds. So that's the target to beat for the Tesla Cybertruck towing a 911. Alright, so we've established our baseline, and now we're trying to figure out how long does the Tesla towing the 911 take to complete the quarter mile. Now, we don't know this because they don't show the full clip of it completing a quarter mile. However, they do show a full, uninterrupted clip of it completing the 8th mile, so we can get this information. So if we start the clock at the very first frame before the stage light goes out, which indicates when the drag strip timing begins, and end the clock when the Cybertruck first touches the finish line, you get 8.25 seconds. This comes from counting frames, or the number of images that make up the video. So in this case, we have 198 frames for it to complete the quarter mile at a frame rate of 24 frames per second. 198 divided by 24, that gives you 8.25 seconds. Now, if you do the same thing for the 911, the stage light actually goes out 1 frame later. However, it takes 4 more frames to cross the finish line, and so you have a total of 201 frames at 24 frames per second, giving you a time of 8.38. Okay, so how quickly can the Cybertruck by itself run the 8th mile? Well, once again, thanks to Jason Camisa, we have this number. So the average of 2 runs running in opposite directions, the Cybertruck completes the 8th mile in 6.94 seconds at 99 miles per hour. Okay, so if the Cybertruck towing a 911 completes the 8th mile in 8.25 seconds, and a Cybertruck on its own completes that 8th mile in 6.94 seconds, well, that means we need an additional 1.31 seconds to complete that 8th mile while towing. What does that mean? Well, it means at an absolute minimum, we have to add 1.31 seconds to our Cybertruck's quarter mile time of 11 seconds. In other words, 11 plus 1.31, that gives us 12.3 seconds, absolute best case, against the 911, which can do it in 12.2 seconds. Boom! It cannot win. It cannot win in this race. Realistically, that's all you need to know. It cannot beat the slowest current gen 911 while towing a 911 in the quarter mile. But yeah, again, I'm not quite satisfied. To get a more accurate answer, let's figure out how quickly the Cybertruck is going when it crosses the 8th mile mark. Alright, so we're trying to figure out the Cybertruck's velocity. Velocity is equal to distance divided by time. In this case, for distance, we're going to use the entire vehicle with the Cybertruck towing the 911, and for time, we'll say how long does it take this entire length of vehicle to cross the finish line. So the Cybertruck itself is about 224 inches. Between the Cybertruck and the Porsche 911 looks to be a little bit bigger than one wheel of the Cybertruck. The wheels of the Cybertruck about 3 feet, so let's call that gap 4 feet. And then we have the length of the 911, which is 178 inches about. So you add that all up, you've got 450 inches divided by 12. That gives you a distance of 37.5 feet. Okay, so how much time does it take the entire vehicle to cross the finish line? So if you start with the frame just before it touches the finish line, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 frames, and you can see the back of the Porsche is just over the start of the finish line. So in 7 frames, or 7/24ths of a second, we traveled the full length of the towing vehicle. Alright, so 37.5 feet divided by 7/24ths of a second gives us about 128.6 feet per second, or about 88 miles per hour. So in the 8th mile, the Cybertruck towing the 911 does it at 8.25 at about 88 miles per hour. So now we can get a better estimate for the remaining time to complete that final 8th mile. Okay, so you can see there's an 11 mile per hour gap between the Cybertruck on its own and the Cybertruck towing a 911. So let's be generous and say that it can maintain this 11 mile per hour gap for the remainder of the quarter mile. So we're going to be going from 88 miles per hour to the final speed of 119 minus 11. That gives us 108. In other words, an average speed across that 8th mile of 98 miles per hour. If we want to figure out time, we just take distance divided by velocity. So we have 0.1 125 1/8 of a mile divided by 98 miles per hour. Multiply that by 3,600 seconds in an hour, and that gives us a total time for that remaining eighth mile of 4.59 seconds. So if we add 4.59 to 8.25, well, we get a realistic quarter mile time of around 12.84 seconds at about 108 miles per hour. Again, quite a gap between that and a Porsche 911.
That's kind of, there we go.
You can say what 8 miles per hour. 911, so as you can see, it will be slower while towing a 911 in the quarter mile. All right, so a couple very important concluding remarks. To me, all Porsche 911s look pretty much the same. I don't know exactly which one Tesla used in the video. Elon describes it as follows.
And I should say this is an actual Porsche. We literally just got it from the dealer. 2023 Porsche 911.
If I had to guess, I would guess that it's the Carrera T, because that's the slowest 911 and it's also the lightest 911. So that would give the towing Tesla as much of an advantage as possible. One indication to me is that you can see a very noticeable lurch when the Porsche seemingly changes gears. You can see the whole car heaves forward briefly, something you wouldn't expect to see if it was a dual clutch Porsche, because even during a gear shift, these dual clutch transmissions maintain positive torque, meaning very little if any visual indication of lurching. The base 911 does not offer a manual, and it's quicker, which is what leads me to believe that it's the 911T. Okay, the second point, what the Cybertruck achieved here is still bonkers. The fact that it can put down a quarter mile in the high 12s or low 13s while towing a Porsche 911 is nuts and hilarious to watch. This is another case where the engineering of the vehicle alone was absolutely enough for the Cybertruck to deserve some hype. So why muddy this achievement with a marketing stunt that's difficult to interpret? Put plainly, how this was presented during the Cybertruck reveal was misleading. Now, maybe he simply misspoke, but if that's the case, it only seems fair to me to apologize to Porsche for misrepresenting the true gap in pace. There's definitely interesting engineering to talk about with this vehicle, so expect those videos in the future. And if for some reason you're upset that I'm singling out Tesla here, I have great news. You can check out my video on how the Ford Lightning can't realistically tow 1 million pounds, or how the SSC Tuatara didn't actually hit 331 miles per hour, despite their claims. I actually think the Cybertruck is cool, but marketing stunts that mislead the public always leave a bitter taste in my mouth. Or maybe that's whatever's in my cup. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
All right.
Need constant stimulation. All day, forever. We scroll through Twitter. Why do we all need constant stimulation? All day, forever. We scroll through Twitter while we watch TV. We listen to podcasts while we work on our computers. There are even TikToks that are split screen videos, so you can watch a TikTok while you watch a TikTok. It's crazy. I wish I could say I was above this stuff, but I'm definitely not. I engage as much as anyone, probably more. So when I say we, I do mean we. So how did we get here? Why can't we experience a moment of silence without being overwhelmed by anxiety? Why do we always need to be watching or listening to something? What happened? The whole dopamine hit thing is the quickest explanation, and one that you may be thinking of right now. Before I started making this video, I assumed it to be true, but turns out While still relevant, the idea of a quick dopamine fix is kind of a myth, and we'll get into that and a whole lot more. See, the truth has to do with a misunderstanding about dopamine, decreasing attention spans, and a huge failed promise. And if things are difficult now, where are we going with all of this? Can new forms of stimulation just keep appearing forever to compete for our attention? There are a lot of pieces to put together, but that's exactly what we're going to do. Common knowledge dictates that we want constant stimulation because we're seeking quick hits of dopamine. We're all addicted to this so-called pleasure chemical, and every time we find a funny video or an arousing image, we get our fix. Then we go back for more and more and more and more until infinity. This idea ties dopamine and self-improvement up in a nice little clickable package. Influencers and whoever can tell you that the key to improving happiness is by resetting your dopamine. That's simple, that's easy, but it's not totally true. Truth is more complicated. Dopamine is not released as a pleasure chemical. Dopamine is fired off before the pleasure is experienced as an anticipation chemical. The reward is not really relevant to dopamine release. Evolutionarily, this is intended to help with a try again mentality. If you're hunting and you miss your quarry, dopamine ensures that the attempt itself encourages you to try again. Scientifically, near misses actually produce even more dopamine than getting your desired result. Say you got $5 every time you pressed a button. Anticipation of each $5 reward would release dopamine. But then imagine if the button started giving you $100 for each press. You would get even more dopamine for a little while before eventually declining back down to the $5 dopamine level, despite still getting $100 on each press. At that point, if the button switched back to $5 bills, your dopamine levels would decline even further to a place below that original $5 level. If dopamine was a pleasure chemical, you would get X amount of dopamine for the $5, then more for the $100, then right back down to X for the $5. But that's not what happens. The $5 button loses its ability to create dopamine as it becomes your new baseline. This shows that dopamine is not tied to the intrinsic value of the reward, but the difference between your reward and your default state. $5 is only nice, basically until you have $5. So think about taking a walk. A walk provides a reward compared to our baseline of staying inside. It used to, anyways. Just walking outside in nature, alone in silence, was great for a while. But then we were offered a podcast we could listen to while we took our walk. That's even better. So we did that until that got boring. But then we could scroll through TikTok while we listen to a podcast while we take a walk. That's amazing. But now taking a walk, maybe our $5 button, is shockingly boring. Unfortunately, this has no end. The human brain is not wired to find satisfaction. Because of our dopamine systems, as we consume more, we actually desire more. It's perhaps one of our most fatal flaws. So eventually we have to be constantly stimulated because we've had our $5 and then our $100 and then our $1,000. And now that $5, whether it's taking a walk, sitting in a park, cooking breakfast, or whatever, it's just not enough. So how do we fix it? Well, that's complicated. Because to fix the problem, we need a full picture of the diagnosis. And dopamine alone is helpful, but does not give us this full picture. Our attention spans are getting demonstrably shorter. Anecdotally, I think we could all probably agree with this. But there have been numerous studies that prove this phenomenon more scientifically. Indeed, our attention spans have gotten shorter as the amount of information in the world has grown. We only have so much real estate available in our minds, but now there are endless acres of information to consume. The problem is that instead of just ignoring some stuff, we are convinced by ourselves, our peers, or culture at large to just fit everything into our brains. We are told by any number of these sources that we have to care about every single news item and current event. This is our modern obligation. This is FOMO, the fear of missing out. If we aren't up to date on everything, we are cruel or soulless or ignorant or all of the above. But at the same time, we still have our actual personal interests. There's endless information at our fingertips about things we genuinely do love. And why bother living if we can't pursue the things we enjoy? So we slowly decided to just make room for everything. In this amount of time, the real estate of our mind cannot and has not grown. Instead, it's just been divided into smaller and smaller pieces with every passing day. When we pair this concept with the idea that the more we consume, the hungrier we get, it becomes really easy to understand why we all need constant stimulation. But still, there remains one last piece of the puzzle. It was thought that technology would lighten our collective load. Robots, systems, computers, they were going to take some of the baggage off of our hands. But in reality, these things have taken our baggage only to replace it with, well, other baggage. Technology has relieved us from a physical workload, but replaced it with a spiritual exhaustion. It has taken physical distance and replaced that with a new kind of division. Armed with all of the information in the universe, we were supposed to be absolved of ignorance. Instead, there is ignorance like never before. We are forced to grapple with the effects of a failed promise brought onto us by a technocratic government, a capitalist system, and indeed, our own selves. I can't sit
That's where you kind of that got political quick.
here on YouTube and seriously advocate for the downfall of modern technology, but I just wonder, when we get to a point where technology does more harm than good, how will we know? I don't have an answer to that question. Now, deep societal changes can happen slowly over time in a large-scale way. That's how we got here. We can recognize issues, vote based on these issues, and solve our problems together. But today, as an individual, right now, you cannot change the system you are facing. But you do have power. You have agency, because you can change how you function within that system. If you're looking for a solid, well-defined way to overcome these obstacles that I've spoken about, I'm sorry. This video cannot provide that. In fact, I don't think any video can provide that. We're all so different. We have so many different brain chemistries, lived experiences, cultural influences, and circumstances that there's no blanket remedy for basically any problem, this one very much included. Meditation works for a lot of people, but maybe not everyone. Abstaining from digital life, the same, could be good, but could be entirely unrealistic for any given person. The list of would-be remedies just goes on like that. So all I can do is provide my perspective, and maybe it will offer some value. But I do this bearing in mind that I have not yet won this battle. Fleeting moments of pleasure aren't real happiness. So it could be helpful to examine and maybe redefine what makes us profoundly and permanently happy. A person could seek those things and perhaps find joy in just the journey of discovering or accomplishing them. Consuming media is super easy, and change is really difficult. Changing this stuff specifically in this world is monumentally difficult. Again, I'm not even close to having done it. I ultimately think that during this type of change, every day will be a struggle. And you will fail, but every single day, you can get up and try again.
Okay. That's pretty much it. I'm just gonna hop off. So. Peace.